welcome to 2017. This is my first video of the year. I promised that I would never make a video that I didn't want for myself, but I'm gonna cook a pizza in my new NuWave Oven Pro. Frozen pizzas are not my thing. I'm kind of a pizza snob, but I'm gonna go ahead and break down and try to cook one of these in this NuWave oven. They say you can do it. Just to throw this out there, this is the one I got at a thrift store. Looked brand new. I got it for $45 on sale day. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the top off, and I use aluminum foil because I have the mini. I use the aluminum foil on the bottom to catch any drippings. It makes stuff so much easier to clean up. But honestly, this will be the first time I use this. So we'll get that set, and what I'll do first is I'll move it over here, and I'll get the pizza out. This is an original Tombstone. Why did I pick this one? Because it was the cheapest one they had. Because again, people that like frozen pizza, cool, no problem. Not my thing, but I wanted to give it a try. Alright, so let's kind of get started. What they say you do is you open up the package, take it out of the luxurious plastic wrap for a friggin' pizza. I'll take this top off, telling you what it's supposed to look like. Now what you need is they give you this silicone thing. You need to put it over the top of the pizza. Alright, so what we'll do now is we'll take the base back. The instruction is to use the 4-inch rack. This has the extender ring, but don't need it for this. I'm going to go ahead and spray this. And if you watch my videos before and I've bragged about getting this from the thrift store, I washed the entire thing and I'm really thinking it's never been used. The only thing that I am missing from the original package on this extended deal is there's a bamboo cutting board and a pizza slicer. Other than that, I got everything out. So we got this silicone thing over the top of the pizza pretty good, and I still have the cardboard there. I'm going to turn it upside down, which, you know, you're cooking in a NuWave oven where the heat's coming from the top, so you're cooking it upside down. I make no promises that this is going to be awesome, but we're going to give this frozen pizza a try. It fits in there. You have to, when you go to the store, you have to get one that you think will fit. So we'll put the top on it. Now, we get the handy little booklet out for times. That to me does not look like a thin crust. So it says regular crust frozen, obviously. 18 to 20 minutes upside down, and then 3 to 5 minutes right side up. The NuWave is always set at the highest temperature, which is 350. So you press cook time. And then we're going to do 20 minutes. Cross our fingers and press start. And away it goes. Maybe zoom in for you and let you do a time lapse. I want to say I don't work for NuWave. I don't receive any compensation, but I want to do a time lapse so you can see this is actually being cooked in here. 6 minutes in. We're over 10 minutes in. And if you can, I don't know how well you can see on there, but the silicone kind of sits on those little nubs, so it doesn't sit very even. So we're right about 15 minutes in, and I'm trying to keep an eye on that crust because you basically want to watch for the crust to brown up. And I'm kind of confused how high that silicone tray hits on those nubs. We're in the last minute. And there it's done. This is a little holder that you put this NuWave on when you take it off, because you never touch this. It gets really real hot, and these you have to be very careful with them because they can crack. But I'm gonna set this over there. This I had plans of this being a present because I bought it before Christmas, but it became a present from me. I'm thinking I'm going to keep it, even though I got too many. So we'll take this off. We're going to be really careful with it. Okay. And that's hot. As you can see there, maybe I should have done a better job of forcing that down, but down in between, but it just didn't seem to want to fit. So what you are supposed to do next, maybe I should let it cool before I try to do this. All right, we're going to wait 1 minute before I try to flip it. All right, what they say you do is you take this pizza flipper thing and hopefully not burn myself. They say you put it under here and then you lock this down. And I want to make sure that it doesn't drip or anything like that. So I'm going to flip it. Okay, back onto the oven. It's on there. See how this comes out. So I'm going to take this silicone off. It's going to be hot. And actually, it did pretty well. It's not too greasy. There's not too much stuck to it. Other than because, like I said, I can see there the pizza's kind of bent. But it looks relatively decent for what it is. So now the instructions say you put the top back on and you're going to cook it for 3 to 5 minutes. So, and then we'll come back in a bit. So I'll give you some more time lapse of that cooking. Alright, I'm going to pause it and then clear it. I'm going to try to save it a little bit. Maybe doctor it into something edible. Really careful with those. You hear of them breaking all the time, but I got some Colby Jack cheese. I'm going to try to put some cheese over the top of it. Maybe that'll help it. That's the rest of that bag. Now I'm due to try to save it some more with some sriracha. So let's see. Give it an eye. Give it an eye. Give it a nose. Give it a smile. Give some eyebrows. A bit of hair around the top. Give some beard. Put a beard on it. There. Maybe sriracha will help. Put the cover back on. And I'll do cook time. I'm going to do 3 minutes, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. See how it comes out. See it bubbling. So we have a plate. And put this underneath and use it to put the pizza on the plate. Take this off. I don't know how well you can see, but not too much drip down. I didn't know if this was going to make a mess, you know, doing the pizza upside down. I didn't know if when you flipped it, it was going to pour all over. So that was pretty simple. I'm just using a knife because it's what I got. If you can hear that. The pizza's cooked. Spread's open. And so far I'd say it did what it's supposed to do. So there's a slice. You can't really fold it. It's still pretty hot. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste. Okay. It's a frozen pizza. But I will say the NuWave oven, thumbs up, it cooked this pizza. As well as this pizza is going to taste, the NuWave oven did a good job. So have a great and wonderful day. See if I can eat this or not.